One of Arsenal's greatest football players of all time is in town, Campbell. I'm talking about him. And you remember that Champions League final in France in 2006? Of course, Arsenal lost to Barcelona 2-1, but he did score a goal in that final. Arsenal were reduced to 10 men. How did it feel? Take us through that night, first of all, scoring a goal in the Champions League final.
Wow. Scoring a goal is an amazing thing.
Yes.
But scoring a goal in the Champions League final is incredible. But I have good memories and also bad memories of the game. We went down to 10, and we played majority of the game with 10 men. Okay, I came up and for a free kick, and Thierry put it in, and I scored right in the top corner. Exhilarating, fantastic feeling. It's one of the best feelings I've ever had in football.
Okay.
And we played an amazing game. We had some chances to finish Barcelona off, and we just couldn't finish the game. And then they came on, changed a little bit of personnel for them, and we lost 2-1. It still pains me now to think about it, because we came 10 minutes.
It was the end of the game, yes.
Yeah.
So about 5 trophies for Arsenal during your career. How did it feel to play for Arsenal and, of course, among the Invincibles?
I think for me, winning the double my first season, that's a Premiership and the FA Cup at the same time, was fantastic for me. Because when you go to a new club, it's very important to when you go to a big club, it's very important to impact, make the difference. And I think I made the difference in that particular season. It was a tough season for me because I was injured in the beginning. So to kind of climb all those and jump all those hurdles and climb that mountain, getting yourself fit, getting yourself in the team under all pressure, that was for me a fantastic season. And winning all the trophies, it just validates your move. It's quite blatant, it's quite in your face, but it kind of validates all the kind of the troubles of me moving across to Arsenal and then winning. And that's the wonderful thing, because you can't take them away. You can't take those trophies away. They're there forever. They're there in history. And that's what it's all about, making history.
Yes.
Being history and making history.
Yes. Who was your greatest player in that team? Everybody talks about Thierry Henry, you have Dennis Bergkamp, Freddie Ljungberg, all of them. Who was your best player in that team?
I think we all were. We all chipped in. We all played a part. We all were magnificent. Even people who just came in and played a few games. We all pulled together. I think for me, the best player is the team. We had an amazing team, and everybody did their job and actually went beyond their job. That's the key sometimes. It's not just doing your job. Sometimes you've got to do that extra bit, to make the difference. So, and everyone did that. So I say the team.
When he signed you, Arsene Wenger said you're one of the players he played against, but you're one of the defenders that was very difficult to go through during the Tottenham Hotspur days. So he had to sign you into his club. How did that make you feel, and how much impact did he have in your career?
I think with Arsene, the philosophy, the whole structure, the team he built at the time, kind of fitted for me. It gave me structure, it gave me order. Talented, but then you need talented players, in an orderly fashion. Because you can't be too willy-nilly, you can't be kind of playing all over the place. You need some structure. So Arsenal and Arsene gave me that structure for my talent to progress, not just be kind of like lightweight. Once I got in there, I was heavyweight, and I could kind of stretch my skill factor even further, and very quickly.
Okay. It's been a topsy-turvy time for Arsenal ever since 2003, 2004. Not much trophies in their way.
A couple of FA Cups.
A couple of FA Cups, of course. But people are saying maybe it's time for Arsene Wenger to leave the club. What is your opinion on that? Is it time for change, a new coach, maybe much bigger signings than we have seen over the years?
I think, whether, bigger signings or more money or whatever, I think there's a balance to be struck there. When you look at Arsene, you have to look at his record. 19 times he's qualify for the Champions League, which is no mean feat. That's an excellent record. That's second to none.
Yes.
So, and he came to the club, he built the club up. What's that ball? He built the club up, and he revolutionised Arsenal. He put Arsenal was a very traditional club, but they needed a little bit of push, and he put that in there, and you have to commend him for that, and appreciate his record.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't always win all the time. I think it was a little bit of progression. 2 FA Cups on the bounce. Got second this year. They went to the end. You need to push a little bit further. Less injuries. For some reason, less injuries. If we can get through those get less important players injured on the pitch for longer, I think that's the key.
You're one of the players who played for the North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur again and Arsenal. As fans, we know about the history and the rivalry that is there. How do you feel as a player to play for Tottenham and then come and play for Arsenal? How is it between the players, the rivalry?
I think at the time it's probably more with the club and the fans. I think they went through a stage. It was not as kind of the rivalry wasn't so heated on the pitch, but I think the fans still have that rivalry, North London rivalry, and to be honest, I think that's healthy for football in a way, as long as it doesn't go beyond into violence and kind of vocally going beyond this and abusing people, but a friendly banter and the rivalry is key. I think that's the key to up the UK, to Premiership, to world football, to European football. I think it's key to have that. I want to win. No, I want to win. I think you need that.
Okay. You're here for this initiative, of course, to build the game in the country, and we have some of our players in the English Premier League right now. Victor Wanyama, we have Southampton. Origi as well. His father is Kenyan, but of course he plays for Belgium. We have a lot of them in Norway, Belgium, and all that. What is your assessment of talent generally in Kenya, football talent?
Well, I've not checked it out, excessively and got a magnifying glass and looked at every single player. But I think when you look across all Africa, the one thing that strikes me is the talent, the raw talent. For me, that's key, the raw talent. Very hard to get raw talent these days when you go to Europe. Very hard to get kids who've played on the streets. You can't find them anymore. South America, yes. Africa, for sure. For me, you've got the ingredients already. You just need the infrastructure.
Exactly.
And I think some of the players have done very, very well.
Yes. So what is the disconnect between the raw talent and of course making it big?
Well, I think the infrastructure, for sure.
Okay.
I think when someone gets that, the light bulb goes on and says, look, let's create an academy, from youth to first team, and have that kind of conveyor belt and the philosophy and the training and the medical side as well. So then you get the philosophy in with the young kids from an early stage, and then when they branch out into Europe, it's not a shock to the system. So this is how you have to react, and this is how you conduct yourself, and things like that. All that has to be in the formative years of the child.
How important such initiatives of Jenga game, trying to build talent from?
Yeah, Jenga games, sports, PESA, Arsenal. What a wonderful initiative! This is what it's all about: bringing people, allowing people to be aware of what's going on, allowing 60 coaches to coach here, and Arsenal coaches come over and help them with that as well. Identifying new talent. That's incredible. Actually, the good thing is finding talent. There's talent everywhere, but sometimes you've got to identify it. So all that kind of is in that initiative. So it's very, very important for local football and international football for Kenya for the future.
Let's talk about your post-football career. What have you been up to? What have you been doing since then?
Well, what I've been doing design with my wife. We've got a big design company in London. I've been doing my coaching badges. I've completed all my coaching badges. I'm a fully fledged, I've got my pro license, so I can coach at any level around the world, which took 3.5-4 years. A little bit of politics in there, but it's the design for hotels or restaurants or apartments and coaching.
The UEFA Champions League final tonight. Who's winning it? Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. What do you think?
I would kind of prefer. I think Atletico Madrid's got something today.
Okay.
They were, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes from winning it last time.
Exactly.
And then end up losing.
Yes.
So I think they're going to do it this time.
Okay. And the Euro as well, starting next month. Big teams, good teams out there. England is coming up in the world.
England is, I think hopefully they can get a good start.
Okay.
Get a good start, iron out all the problems. They've got one more friendly.
Yes.
England, there's Germany, there's Spain. There'll be a couple of dark horses there.
All right. Thank you so much, Sol.
Brilliant. Thank
Asante
you.
sana.
Okay, thank you.